So film is one of the most powerful storytelling tools humanity has ever created. It connects us emotionally through shared experience, empathy, and memory. It can also inspire us to seek change. So this year's Armenian Film Festival is happening this week, September 3rd through the 7th. We are thrilled to welcome back producer of Sinners, Ohanian, to our studio, along with one half of the husband and wife team of the Armenian Film Festival, Armen, Karaoghlanian. Thank you so much for both of you coming in to talk about all the exciting things happening in Glendale this week.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Okay, so take it away. Tell us what the film festival is about. I was just telling Maria and Sandra, they're not just Armenian films.
Right. Yeah, it's a 5-day celebration that kicks off tomorrow. We have exclusive premieres, special conversation with filmmakers around the world. All the work that we showcase at the festival has an Armenian connection. There might be a filmmaker that worked on it that happens to be Armenian. The film might have been shot in Armenia, but it's open for audiences of all types to come in and enjoy these films. We want to elevate Armenian stories and share them with global audiences, and that's what this 5-day celebration is all about.
And you've been doing this for many years now. Have you seen a real shift in terms of the exposure and the prominence of your voices and your stories being told?
Absolutely. This is our 10-year anniversary, and we've showcased hundreds of films at this point. And what's really great is I feel like we're making an impact, Armenians around the world, in the film and entertainment industry. And we're starting to see real change. We're also working on a lot of initiatives outside of the events that we're hosting. We want to see the change in the industry. We want to help bridge that gap. And over these last couple of years, we've seen a lot of that change.
What are some of the movies that we need to watch out for? I love making lists. I love to put it on my notes. And so I need like the top 2 or 3 that you're like, wow.
Well, I'm really excited about the film that we're showing tomorrow for our opening night. It's the Los Angeles premiere of a film called Monsieur Aznavour, which is the film about the life of Charles Aznavour, the French Armenian singer. And we're so excited because it sort of checks off all the boxes for us. It's a great film, and it's a French production with French actors and Armenian actors. And it's about one of our beloved heroes in the Armenian community. And it's a wonderful film. It's just such an entertaining film. I'm excited for 1,000+ people to see it tomorrow, wow, including some of the Charles Aznavour family that we haven't announced, but many of them will actually be there watching the film for the first time.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
And so it's a really special moment, I think, for all of us. And it's just the perfect film to kick off this special festival.
I grew up listening to Charles Aznavour music. I play it at home right now, too. My kids listen to his music as well. He was such a big figure in not just the Armenian community, but globally and internationally for music.
My son, the first piece of music he heard was a Charles Aznavour song.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Sev's involvement and the big honor that you're about to receive. It's not a surprise anymore, right? Okay, good. Because initially when you emailed me, it was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that? It was supposed to be a surprise. We're going to talk about those 2 things when we come back, and maybe some other movies that you're going to highlight as well, right after this break. Well, what do you know? We're bumping in from Germany.
Oh,
what do you think, Seb?
River.
Seb, where were you born in Germany?
I was born in a little city called Hadamar. We're just outside of Frankfurt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have family?
Guten Tag, you sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yes, exactly.
How old were you when you moved?
I was 4 months old when my parents immigrated to the country. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't
Yeah.
remember.
But I've been back there, and it's a really good place.
For
It's a really good
Oktoberfest?
you know what? No, but that's nice.
That's only a joke.
Before you go to Germany, you got to stay in Glendale because tomorrow is kicking off the Armenian Film Festival, and we're so excited to have you both here. And Sev, you along with Ryan Coogler, who by the way couldn't be here because he just had a baby recently, so we understand.
Well, not him personally.
Well, not him, his wife, the director of the film Sinners, and Sev Ohanian, the producer of the film. You guys are headlining the festival, a one-on-one conversation. This is going to be fantastic. What an honor.
Oh my goodness, I'm so honored just in general. Armen and his partner Mary, in putting on this festival, they're giving me an incredible, just an incredible honor of being given the Armenian. Can you explain what it is?
Absolutely. So Ryan Coogler and Sev Ohanian, they're participating in a conversation one-on-one. But following that, we're going to be hosting our first ever gala, and we are honoring some individuals, Sev being one of them. And he's going to be inducted into our newly established Armenian Film Hall of Fame. So
I mean, that just means the world.
Well.
It means the world to me, and you know, Ryan Coogler was generous enough to be the person to help give me that award that night, and that means so much because Ryan and, you know, his wife and our partner Zinzi Coogler and I, we all made Sinners together. I think Ryan is the blueprint for how you can tell stories about your culture and tell them in a way that the whole world can lean in. So I think it really dovetails to what Armen and Mary have been doing as the godfather and godmother of the Armenian film community for all of us. So I mean, it's going to be an amazing day. I'm looking forward to the conversation with Ryan as well.
Sev, you're so humble. You like had a hard enough time of saying, hey, I'm getting honored. I don't even want to talk about it. But that goes to show just, you know, how proud everyone is in the community. I know when Sinners came out, they had viewing parties. You had this huge fan base and so much support for the success you've had with this film. Are you surprised at how successful it's been? I
mean, I got to be honest. I knew we made a great movie, but you just never know when audiences will connect and find your movie. And the fact that the Armenian community worldwide did show up for it, I mean, it means everything. And we couldn't be more proud and more happier for this film and everyone who worked really hard on it.
What does that feel like going forward, though? Like, pressure's on, you feel like the weight of making sure the next thing you do is even bigger and better?
Look, I could tell you that there's no pressure, but there's a lot of pressure, of course. You know, I mean, it's, you know, all you can do is your hardest, and if you make a movie that connects with people, you just want to keep doing that over and over again, yeah.
You've been in this industry for a while. What does it mean to have Armen and his wife Mary have an organization like this to really showcase the talent that's out there?
Look, I can't say that we're the first Armenians in the Hollywood industry who've been doing this. I mean, for the past 100 years, there have been Armenians making incredible impact on this industry. But what Armen and Mary and the Armenian Film Society have been doing is really shedding a light on us and not only sharing our stories internally within the community, but like Armen said, worldwide with the global film audience. It's incredible. I wish to God this existed when I was coming up in the industry. So it makes me really happy about the future of Armenian filmmakers who get to have this community to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. One of the things that you and I spoke about, Armen, a couple of years ago was your goal was to really reach out to non-Armenian audiences with this festival. Have you been successful in doing so?
Absolutely. So many of our partners this year are non-Armenian organizations and folks that we're working with. I think because they are also excited about being able to tap into stories that have not previously been showcased on the big screen. And so, you know, I'm going through like this wave of emotions this week because, you know, this is the 10-year anniversary and this is a 5-day celebration of movies that we're putting together. It's just such a meaningful time for my wife and I and everybody at Armenian Film Society. And we're just glad that a lot of these partners have responded to what we're doing.
So what are some of the movies that we must see, right? Maria's keeping a list. I have a longer list. Everyone knows that I don't get out much and watch too many films. So yeah, what are some of the top on your list?
Some of the films at our festival are some of our favorite films that we've seen this year. We have an incredible documentary that we're showcasing on Saturday night called Words Left Unspoken. And it's about a young man who has a severe stutter. And he overcomes that stutter by doing stand-up comedy. And he eventually became a Forbes and TED Talk speaker. It's so inspiring that, you know, my wife and I, we tend to watch the films that that get submitted separately. And when I walked in when she was watching it, she was in tears. And I think that type of really inspiring films, those are the ones we look to showcase on the big screen, because we also want folks to walk out of the festival feeling great.
Yeah. So not just long form films, but there's some short films there as well?
Incredible short films. We have 3 short film blocks. We have a block called Around the World, which are Armenian diasporic filmmakers from all parts of the world. A block called Made in Armenia, which, as the name suggests, films made and produced in Armenia by Armenian filmmakers. And my personal favorite, our first ever student filmmaker block.
That's great.
A lot of the films that were submitted this year are made by 18, 19, 20-year-olds. The films in the filmmaker block are some of the most exciting, inventive, bold short films that you will see. I'm so proud of them, and we're also going to start investing heavily into the youth and student filmmakers as part of the Armenian Film Society with a lot of the initiatives we're about to announce.
That is so important. I really think movies, documentaries, I know just being on this side of it, watching it, opens my eyes to so many people's cultures and struggles, helps me understand the situation more. Sev, I think your partnership in the movie Sinners, right, with Ryan Coogler, your background is so different yet so similar with different things you've experienced, right, being an Armenian. And that played a key role in the success of the movie. I really believe that.
Thank you, I do too. I mean, it might be really cheesy, but our company, mine and Ryan and Zinzi's company, is called Proximity Media. And the idea is we want to bring audiences in close proximity with often overlooked subjects, including these stories about our cultures that, you know, you get a chance to experience them and be exposed to them while having a really good time, hopefully.
What is next for you? What can you share with us? I know
man,
you're working on things.
We've had a really, really busy year, honestly. After Sinners, we had a couple of Marvel TV shows come out. One was called Ironheart, one was called Eyes of Wakanda. We had a docuseries called Hurricane Katrina, Race Against Time. So we've had a lot coming out, and now we're back in the lab getting a lot of stuff going for next year and the year beyond.
And how intentional are you to involve your community, to bring up that next filmmaker or just, you know, aspiring student or people within your community?
There's so much I want to tell you guys right now, but you guys got to give me just a few more months. And when I'm ready, I'll give you guys the exclusive. But on that topic, on everything we're talking about today, there's some things cooking for sure.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
I love it. Congratulations on the honor.
Yes.
Thank you for making the time to come in to support Armen. That obviously says a lot about you. Also, people can get tickets, Armen?
Yeah, program's live, tickets are live, and we start tomorrow.
Perfect. All right, this year's Armenian Film Festival happening September 3rd through the 7th, the Alex Theater, the Americana at Brand, and Verdugo. That's where the gala will be in the evening.
Vertigo.
Vertigo. Is there a Verdugo? I think there is.
I think there's
There
Vertigo.
is.
Yes,
Thank you both. We'll be right back.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.